UCLA has brought the sun umbrellas and the championship smiles and looking to make a little bit of school history, winning the Big Ten tournament for the first time, but they got to go through the reigning tournament champs. The Michigan Wolverines are back in the tournament championship. It's the number 8 Michigan Wolverines against number 2 UCLA. Go through, and their coaching staff has said, you know, we've used every single one, over 100 pitches thrown here this year. We have divvied it up between top 25 competition as well, so you know, it's not like the
pitcher. The other one has experience in tougher situations. They've pitched through adversity.
Off the end of the bat for Conway, a dribbler there to Bragg. And a ground ball through the 5-6 hole. Now Bragg kind of charged at it, couldn't quite get to it, and it's a 2-out single.
Well, when you're raised by 2 Michigan fans and Michigan athletes, it's
2 Michigan
athletes, hard not
right.
to bleed
all
bleed
of that
blue.
Factoring in. Of course, Stevenson, a fly ball to right field. And that's Terry who chases it down.
You know, when you have Hayne behind you, doesn't hurt either.
And Polo swings at the first pitch, a fly ball that's in fair or foul territory, leaning over against the fence and making the grab. How about it, Ellie Sealer?
And you've got to have great defensive plays if you're going to play it clean.
Here's Pola, who had started her day in the semifinals 3 for 3. Again, she was 3 for 4 in the game, but she flies that one out again to Sealer. So just a few 2, 3, and 4 with Pola, Woolery, and Grant, all first team all Big Ten honorees. Swing and a miss. What a start here from Michigan. Nick, Misha, Jack, and Abby on replay with some of the different looks that we've gotten all tournament. Boy, they've been busy.
On point.
Here's the 0-2. And strikes her out.
Addison Fisher, an outstanding job and good movement.
Swinging at the first pitch is Ellie Sealer. And 2 up and 2 down. And now it's UCLA having the quick inning defensively. First pitch swinging, Erickson taking it deep all the way to the warning track, making Caitlin Terry work for it. And another quick inning, a 1-2-3 inning. UCLA's got a... Grant popping it up in foul territory here. And Valamont had charged over. But
oh, you see all the paper flying out of Megan Grant's signed wristband and off the plate.
Here's the 7th pitch of this at-bat, and Grant, a high fly ball to shallow center field, you know, for the first out. Flies out to the shortstop, Fantucci.
That's the goal, to work for those mishits.
And Ramirez, the one-hopper, over to the shortstop, Fantucci, who handles it. Got her body right in front of it and makes the throw to first base.
But too close for me. I feel like you get a 0-2 count, maybe a little bit further off the plate.
She sits on it, times it perfectly, and Slimp with a 2-out single. Freshman with Slimp and Bragg and Mujica in this lineup. And you finish off with a sophomore Terry at the number 9 spot. Struck her out. Strikeout number 2 for
the sport over time. Just amazed you.
Well, as somebody who came from a long time ago, I can tell you that women's sports has arrived. And the ability to be on TV as much as we are with all the college softball games that are on.
I think Hutch she's kind of that person that no matter what she's talking about, you're dialed in. She'll take you to school on whatever it is. She has passion about a lot of things, more than softball, but women's sports in a huge way.
Here's the 2-2. And Langford skies it in foul territory, and the catch is made. A 1-2-3 inning for Fisher and UCLA. Her meaning with and her connection with Carol Hutchins, she said she caught Hutch's eye right after that, and a fly ball from Mujica in the infield. And she said, if I was on staff and I was going to lose to anyone, it was
coaches could be head coaches in other places and be super successful in those other places, and yet they choose to stay as a staff.
It's Terry taking it into foul territory. I'll tell you what, those left fielders, both Sealer and Slimp have made some. And Kelly Inouye Perez spent 13 years with Enquist to become the third head coach in UCLA history. A high fly ball from Clements. And still no score between UCLA and Michigan.
To the UCLA dugout. Good ducking and diving there.
And Conway, tough to strike her out, and Addison Fisher does against Michigan in the 3-game series that UCLA swept the Wolverines in. And once again puts, oh wow, running it down, the center fielder Clemens chases it down on her horse for out number 2. Out in the first inning. Now both of these pitchers have produced and induced quite a few fly ball outs here today, and hit by pitch, and Stevenson is aboard. Just the second base runner that Fisher has given up. Not one of them through a complete game.
And they mixed it up well. And part of that is credit to Michigan for chasing some pitchers.
And Fisher.
Strike zone. We've got some big hitters behind her as well.
All right, and walks Savannah Pola. And very few base runners here that we have seen, either this point, really in charge of the offense, digging into the analytics and helping players like Pola improve this year. A high fly ball, Woolery skies it to right field, and for the first out. Can set. Here's the 0-2. She drills it, and off the glove of the center fielder Conway. And Janisa Conway nearly made a play on it.
That glove, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think if you're asking Conway, she believes so too.
They gave her an error on that, and again, Conway's going to get another chance. A fly ball from Ramirez. She handles it that time. And Slimp pops it up. It's a high one in the infield, and Maddie Erickson catches it, ends the inning. UCLA leaves 2 abandoned on the bases. Women's College World Series, that those hits don't affect you anymore. Ellie Sealer skies one to right field, and another fly ball out. Up in 2023, and then champions that we've documented in 2024. Ground ball from Erickson, backhander stab from Bragg, and the throw is there. Just textbook defense by the UCLA short. And so she said, these are all the learning things in year number 1 of the Big Ten Conference we got to deal with. Ground ball right to the first baseman, Megan Grant, and 3 up and 3 down. President Francois McGillicuddy drilling the shot to the gap. It's Bragg who gets on the board for UCLA, and just the second hit of the day for the Bruins. Ika, she had the big hit in the semifinals and had a big swing here, and it's a high pop-up to shallow left field. It's Stevenson who calls off Langford to make that play. In terms of just runs per game, quite a difference with some of the best offenses that we've seen. That's off the glove of Maddie Ramey, and it allows Hatch to make her way over to third base. It's the first chaos on the bases that we've seen, and Caitlin Terry creating it at the plate. Today, we'll see if this one is costly for them. Clements pops it up, Erickson's all over it. Checks third base, and Hatch gets back safely. Now 2 outs.
A huge second out there. You're about to face the heart of the lineup here in Savvy Pola.
Driven ball by Pola, but again to the right fielder, and Michigan fired up. That was as close as it got for the Bruins.
I think as it should be. You think about how you get here. You've got to have clean pitching and find a way for your hitting to come through.
Ground ball, Bragg handles. And Thornton is retired. 6 fly ball outs to 5 ground ball outs. To the 5-6 hole on the first pitch. And Langford is in. She takes second base. Gets that extra 60 feet. And heads up base running that sets up a scoring chance here for Michigan. UCLA wasn't able to take advantage. We'll see if the Wolverines can. Conway, it's over the head of Clements. And Langford rounding third to score the first run of the Big Ten Tournament Championship.
Stretch of the regular season and then going into this tournament. She just sees this pitch. It does not tumble low enough in the zone. She connects with it and lifts it well into the outfield over the head of Jessica Clements there in center field. Plenty of time bringing into Langford to score.
An RBI double for Conway, and you see Langford rounding third, and the emotion of a championship game.
You can just feel at this point that runs are so hard to come by. You've got to find a way to push one across and then hold them.
And the ground ball out.
Get on base that last inning. You have to find a way to get them back on base.
A one-hopper. The play can't be made on her knees. She's safe. And Conway scores Michigan's run. All you got to do is put the ball in play, and Ella Stevenson did exactly that.
There's a runner on base. She'll put the ball in play somehow. She'll give her team a chance to do it. This one coming back up the middle. Bragg makes a great play on it, and from the knees makes the throw. It's just too late. An incredible defensive play by Kanaya Bragg. Stevenson has enough speed to beat it out, and because of that, Conway's able to score easily. You see the energy there from Conway as well. Michigan feeling it with some runs plated. Great idea. It's just got to get close enough to get Valamont to want to chase it. That one just too far up and out of the zone.
Drives it right at Bragg, who handles that one. And UCLA gets out of the inning, but
not think about that feeling that a couple runs were plated on the other side.
Oh, look at that. I love the emotion after drawing the walk.
Haynes still got to be careful even on a 3-2 count.
Hard ground ball to the first baseman, and Ramey handles.
And that's a win. You can get the outs.
Hard grounder, what a play by Erickson on her knees, makes the throw. Are you kidding me? Maddie Erickson, a defensive gem.
Well, Bonnie Thole said that the defense had to be clean. They had to play clean softball. This is better than clean. This is a phenomenal play, diving in from the knees with enough power to make the throw. Aaron Hain watching the entire time. How exciting behind you.
Riley slip. Fly ball to left. Michigan gets out of it. And they are that much closer. We're down. Sealer, Erickson, and Ramey. And Sealer connects, and charging towards it is Clements for the first out.
We saw Purdue from the Cinderella team for finally coming through with some timely hits.
And Erickson goes down swinging.
Eyes got to swing through there. That shadow sets in.
Now Maddie Ramey, how about that? All the way back to the warning track. I mean, that was a deep fly ball. Had a home run, a 3-run shot in the semis as a number 8 hitter, but Bragg pops it up, a high one to shallow right center field. It's your shortstop, Avery Fantucci, who tracked that one down. She swings and misses. The out's got to be made at first base on the dropped third strike. And 2 away, and Michigan is 1 out from another Big Ten tournament title.
And present, I'd say.
Caitlin Terry, ground ball to Erickson, the throw to first. Michigan has found its magic once again in the postseason. The Wolverines win their 12th Big Ten tournament title.
What an amazing tournament for Michigan. The 2 leaders in the circle, Erin Hain, Lauren Durkowski, you see it all over her face right there, the joy, the team effort. Coach Bonnefeld talked about tagging everyone in. It was going to take everybody on the team to make this happen. No doubt that it did. Just an outstanding job by the Michigan Wolverines to continue to play through this entire game and shut the door at the end.
As the number 8 seed, Michigan had to win 4 straight days in the tournament and knock off the number 1 seed, Oregon, and the number 2 seed, UCLA, to get to the title.
And it's about peaking at the right time.
Well, the final out looked like this in several different ways.
And just had to go to Maddie Erickson. She has been great and phenomenal at third base for Michigan, and a good quick play to make that out. An outstanding job, a good decision to put Erin Hain in the circle to close it out.
And Mama Thole, Madonna, she got the spirit, gave her that spirit to her daughter. No one has been better in the Big Ten tournament than the Michigan Wolverines. They've had several firsts in their program history. They have never won this tournament as the 8th seed. They've won it a lot of times under Carol Hutchins. 10 of them under Hutch, and now 2 of them under Bonnie Thole. And the title and the trophy is theirs.